It's another great day for a workout here on Jessica Smith TV, and today Peanut and I want to share with you some of our favorite abs exercises that won't hurt your lower back. Now, I just want to preface this by saying if you do have an existing back injury or condition, please be sure to check with your doctor and or physical therapist before attempting any of these exercises or any other workout. So let's get started. You're going to need a chair and one light dumbbell for this routine. Before we do anything, let's turn on your abs. So we're going to start with the feet wider than hip distance, knees are soft. You want to brace your abs in tight as if you're trying to balance on a rocky ship. Okay, so we got to learn to activate the abs without having to do any crunches or twists or anything. They need to turn on by themselves. So one of the best ways to do that is to brace your belly button in towards your spine, but make sure you're not holding your breath. Press your shoulders down, and you can even get the pelvic floor muscles engaged here. That's going to help you go even deeper with your contraction of your abs. So think of lifting up through the pelvic floor, in at the belly button, and down with your shoulders. That's your foundation. We're going to keep that going throughout the workout. So we're going to start off with the hands clasped together, elbows are soft, and I want you to just start by making a figure 8 pattern across your body. Now notice I'm not twisting through my hips. I'm just starting to kind of scoop my arms side to side, letting the elbows bend as they want. So you kind of should feel a little pull in the opposite side of your torso, working through those obliques. But we also have those deep abdominal muscles still working for us because we're bracing them in tight. Good. That's it. Now we're going to take this into a little chop. We're just going to come down to one hip and up to the other side. Again, I'm not really turning through my hips. I'm just chopping the arms across. Give me 2 more to this direction. Last one, down. Good, let's go to the other side. So bend to one hip, extend up and across. So you're kind of still keeping that sensation of trying to balance on an unsteady ship that's rocking side to side and down and lift. Good. Go ahead and grab your dumbbell. We're gonna go through those moves again with a little added weight. If it feels like it's too much, get rid of it and go back to just your hands. So abs in tight again. So now we should start to feel a little bit more effort through those side obliques. So this is your abdominals working to stabilize your spine, and this is what they do in everyday life for us, right? So you don't have to be doing all those crunches all the time. We really want to mimic more of our everyday activities here. And we're going to train those abdominals to really pull in and lie flat against the spine rather than pushing out or pooching out like sometimes we do with a crunch. We want to really draw them in and train them to lie flat. Just a few more. 2 more. Good. Let's try the chop. So we're going to come down, reach up. Just a little bit quicker. Down and up. Twisting slightly into your hip, but notice the pelvis is staying steady. Use those abdominals. Good. Brace everything in tight. Give me 2 more this way. Last one. Good. Let's go slowly for the first one on the other side. So we come down to the hip, reach up and across a little bit faster. Down and up. Down and up. That's it. Abs in tight. Good. Just 2 more. Here we go. Last one. Nice work. Okay, so for now, let's go ahead and get rid of the dumbbell. And we're going to come on over to our chair. So I wanted you to use a chair today so we could really talk about your plank position. So a lot of times full planks can be a little bit much. So you can take your planks on a chair to modify them till you really master your form. So you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to walk your feet back hip distance. Now you really want to make sure in a plank, whether you're on a chair or on the floor, that your shoulders are above your hands. If you want to kind of hold on to the edge of the chair, that's fine too. But I want you to get used to the feeling of pulling your shoulders down your back and scooping your abs in. So where we get into trouble with planks in the low back is when we start to sag the hips to the floor, then we start to put all that pressure on the low back and the abs aren't firing anymore. So you really want to keep this nice diagonal line from your heels through your hips and out through the crown of your head. Keep pushing down with the shoulders, in with the belly button, and up through that pelvic floor. Good. Now, let's go ahead and come down to the forearms. So you're in a little elbow plank position, and we're gonna turn this to the side. So start by turning your feet towards me. Come onto one elbow, see if you can reach your top arm up. Lift away from the floor with the bottom set of ribs. Draw the abs in tight. Good. That's it. Make sure your hips are square, you're opening through your chest. Come back to the center. And let's try that to the other side. So you're gonna turn the toes first, stack the body, press away from the seat of your chair with your ribs, extend that top arm up, just hold, keep breathing. Come back to the center, hold it here. Let's try walking back up onto the hands. One last set. If you're really feeling it, you're doing it right. We should be getting tired at this point. Keep squeezing. Good, now let's just walk the feet in, take your hands on your thighs, round your back for a second, take a breath, exhale, arch. Good, so just stretch it out. Release, give me one more, inhale, and exhale. Perfect, so now we get to actually have a seat. So sit on the edge of your chair, but with really great posture. So we wanna sit up really, really tall here. Hands can be behind your head. And you're just gonna start off by lifting one knee. You're gonna turn your opposite elbow towards it. So notice I'm not rounding forward, keeping my spine nice and tall. It's just a little march and lift. Exhale and inhale. So we're keeping that spine in a nice neutral position. A lot of times where we start to really feel the back and ab work is when we go into those forward flexion poses, like crunches or bicycles, where you're rounding forward. You don't have to round the spine to get those abs to engage. Good, just a few more here. Focus on lifting that leg with your abdominals, twisting with those abdominals. Rib cage pulling in towards your spine. Good, let's do two more. Exhale, nice, one more. Great job. Okay, so we are gonna head to the floor for our last exercise. We're almost there. I lied, we have two more exercises. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do to actually open up the back a little bit. So it's really important to kind of stay balanced between the front and back side of your body. So just take your feet hip distance apart, and I want you to bridge your hips off of the floor. So just lifting up, kind of giving that low back a little stretch by arching it up off the floor. The abdominals get a little breather. Keep them braced in tight though. We're just kind of opening everything up. Just lift your hips and hold. Good, so we're gonna kick the abs in a little more from this bridge position and do a little alternating march with your feet. So see how high you can lift that foot. Maybe it's just gonna be a few inches. Maybe you're ready to lift that knee up towards your chest. It's totally up to you. Just kind of experiment with it, especially if this is your first time trying this movement. And as we're marching, we really want to try and keep the hips steady and square. So even if you lift the leg up high and your hips drop to the floor, that's not going to count, right? I'd rather you keep your foot closer to the floor and your hips up high. Just a few more. Connect the lift with the abs drawing in tighter. Two more. Draw in and lower. Last one. Good, let's take the hips up just a tiny bit higher. We're gonna slowly roll down through the lower back, kind of massage your lower back into the floor. Good, so our last exercise is called the dead bug. Doesn't have a very pretty name, but it's a great way to work your abdominals without crunching. So we're gonna lift the legs to the tabletop position. Legs are bent at 90 degrees above the hips, feet are flexed. Try to line your heels up with your knees. Reach both arms right above your shoulders. Press your shoulder blades down into the floor, steady your hips. Oh no, we've awakened the beast. So we're gonna extend the back leg and reach our front arm back by your ear. Draw the abs in tight and switch sides. Inhale and exhale. Just let your head rest on the floor and pull it. Hey, I'm trying to do the dead bug here. Can you study? Can you take a little nap for me? Keep alternating your arms and legs. Don't worry about me. I'll catch up with ya. This is what happens when we work out at home with pets, right? Peanut, come on. We're doing the dead bug. Show them your dead bug. That looks like more up dog. 2 more. Last one. Reach long. Great job. Hug your knees into your chest. Just rock up to a seated position. Take a breath. Good. So let's come onto the hands and the knees. We're gonna wrap up with a cat-cow stretch. So just arch your back and then round and inhale. Arch your back and round and inhale. One more time. Arch the back and release it. Good. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Now, if you wanted to go back through those moves, you could certainly repeat them once or twice more times through for a full, complete workout. Remember to always listen to your body during any exercise that you do. And if you'd like to learn more about back pain and how to prevent it, especially during exercise, please be sure to click on the link below in the video description. We recently interviewed a back pain specialist and he had tons of great tips and advice for us. Thanks so much for tuning in. Peanut and I look forward to another workout with you guys soon. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and share your favorite videos, and we'll see you for another workout soon. Take care. Can you say goodbye? Can you say goodbye to everyone? Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us.